a terrific host. I just doxed Jordan.
Terrible host.
Okay, so let's get into it since we've already mentioned it. Since we've already mentioned it, Jordan. Hi everybody, welcome.
I'm late on this. Here we go.
Mr. Pinball. Theater.
Follow it up with that.
There he is. We're facing kind of the weird way. Am I facing you? I guess I'm kind of facing. I'm gonna look this way. I'm not used to. Can everybody hear? Can everybody hear me and Jordan?
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Jordan, how many points do you have?
Right now, only like 11,000.
Only like 11,000. Everybody's here. I'm glad to see everybody here. Hi, Terry and
Now you will
George.
need to prop the game up onto the front legs. Again,
she's huge.
the leg bolt should be pretty snug, but don't over tighten.
Don't over tighten. So Jordan, we'll let everybody file in. Welcome in everybody, Mr. Pinball Theater 3000, along with my buddy Fliptronic, and we are here not to play pinball today, but to talk about the Princess Bride announcement on Multimorphic site. I asked Jordan to join me because Jordan is a aficionado of Multimorphic P3. How are you today?
I just live like 20 minutes from him. That's it.
Why the hell are you not on the pinball? This isn't our expected Tuesday. Why aren't you on the pinball?
I need to put chat to my left so that way I can like look into the camera too.
That's kind of what I did. I'm in a.
I have an ultra wide screen in front of me, so it's like I've got a lot of room to work with, and I'm not used to it.
Yeah, I saw your setup. We're gonna be, guys. Just in case you didn't know, we're gonna be racing this Friday. So, Jordan, we still have to pick what we're gonna watch in between races.
Yes, so I have some ideas about that. I don't know if you want me to go over them here or in private. Or...
And I'm sorry I missed your phone call, and that I know you're done. So when you get this, can you call me back?
Nailed it. It's so much easier in the Zoom.
In Zoom. George has got 27.8K. George, I'm this far away from getting you a tattoo. Let's just put it that way. Marty's here, 11K.
Yes.
Isaiah, what's up? What happened?
Oh, Marty said you said race. Friday, we're gonna try and play Wreckfest. Right?
We're gonna try and eat breakfast?
Yes, eat breakfast. Play Wreckfest. Which anyone can download and play. I'm gonna try and figure out how to like do a lobby, and so anyone can come in and we can wreck each other.
Even though I practice, I'm terrible.
We've been caught with our shields down.
I'm terrible at Wreckfest, because Wreckfest is basically still racing.
I need to practice.
Buenos días a todos.
I played a little bit to make sure my
Bienvenido a la
steering
transmisión. Esperamos que disfrutes tu estancia aquí.
Did Pinball just speak Spanish?
Yes.
Oh, welcome in, Pirate Bones Ninja. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. So, Jordan, we'll talk about it in a little bit, but yeah, just to let you guys know, if you want to download Wreckfest, and if you have Game Pass, why don't you do it, and then we'll see if you can join us on Friday when we do theater stuff. What's up, Lang?
I can't remember how much it was on like CD keys. $9 on cdkeys.com.
Wow. Yeah, it's an old game, so it's fun, but it's really fun. All I know is I have a clear view of Manu's RGB fire button on the lock bar. Great. All right, so we are here to chat. Oh my God, hello Manu. Your Sunday music stream was superb. Thank you, Mr. Jake Crane. Thank you very much. And if you're a member of the Patreon, you can download it and listen to it at any time. So it's like 3 hours of, we did 3 hours of just kind of random 70s and 80s. And if you are a member of my Patreon, you always have access to those mixes, so you can download them without my voice, and you can listen to them while you're at work. Just press play on the Patreon, and you got 30 minutes of jams. Let's see. Wreckfest for breakfast. Let's see. Hey, Donut, what's up? Why it's gotta be Multimorphic?
5 minutes later.
Why not? I posit you that question.
Pirate Pose Ninjas got my Princess Bride order in this morning. The question is, can I set up a... Marty, do you know how to set up a poll? Set up a poll to see how many people think, did Manu pre-order the Princess Bride, or did Manu wait like he did, like a lot of people are, to see gameplay before? So I'll let you guys know at the end of the stream whether Manu did or
Welcome
not.
to a realm where romance meets adventure, where pinball wizardry intertwines with the whimsical tales of true love.
So you're gonna take the American pinball approach on. Wait till
Get
the end
ready
of the
to
stream
embark on a journey through the enchanting world of the Princess Bride.
to give the information.
with
There was a
Fliptronic
whole big
online.
blowback about them hiring a new person. Was like the revealed information that they were sitting on, and it like everybody hated it.
Yeah, well, I watched Carrie Hardy's video on that, and that was amazing. Sorry, Marty, I don't think Jordan can hear pinball.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Terry.
Jordan, Jordan, can you hear Pinbot when she speaks?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. So you just said, fuck it, I don't care.
I didn't hear it. Sorry, I was in my own world.
That's okay.
Oh,
what's up,
Marty
Bright Guy? Yeah, Marty's being
Marty.
Marty's being Marty. Marty gotta be Marty. All right, so I need the poll again. Did you already purchase it? Well, we don't know that yet. Marty, can you start a poll? Are you a mod or what? No, Marty, the poll is going to be, did Manu pre-order the module or not? Marty's a troublemaker. All right. My first question, Jordan. And yeah.
Yes, no, maybe. The choices that I put on a piece of paper when I asked a girl out in the 3rd grade.
Is that it?
What other
3rd grade?
What else would you
man.
put there besides yes, no, or maybe?
3rd grade, dude, you were a mover. Holy smokes.
Hey, man, time waits for no one.
Wow. You don't wait.
I think they put no, to be fair.
Did Manu pre-order the module, yes or no? All right. Now, here's the thing. All right, Jordan, so let's talk. Are you a Princess Bride fan of the franchise, the movie?
I enjoy the movie. I am not like a diehard fan of it. I'll quote it, and my buddy got married and did the whole marriage spiel
You know what?
at the start of his ceremony.
So my
Which is
buddy
really funny.
also,
Yeah.
Il Robinson, that we both know,
Oh.
had a marriage that started with marriage.
Nice.
Hey, what's up, Borg?
Il Robinson is my date to Master Pancake this Saturday.
Oh, man.
I'm going to be pitching Hypnotic, not to get too off track. Which, if you haven't heard of it, is a movie that came out last year with Ben Affleck. That was filmed in Austin, by the way. And it's got a stupid twist, like a really stupid twist.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
Homegrown,
like
I haven't changed it yet. Sorry.
There is a live
Anyway,
poll,
yeah.
folks. Vote now, or I will send Fliptronic to your house.
As long as you pay
Yes,
for the flight.
thank you, Pinbot. All right, that sounds like fun. Yeah, so we got Borg as a fan. I think Pirate
How
Pones
dare
Ninja
I.
said that they already. So Pirate Pones Ninja pre-ordered. Okay, cool. The pre-orders were what, yesterday or today?
Today, it was at 9 a.m. Central this morning. I know Rob Byers, Top Rope Pinball, also pre-ordered. I'm not sure who else. I'm sure a lot of people in the Discord did.
Okay. Is it really a franchise though? That's a good question. So more of an IP. Yes, I think it's just an. It's probably
It's
just
just
an IP.
there's not more than one Princess Bride, right?
No,
Well,
thank God.
technically, if you incorporate like the Deadpool 2 movie with the Princess Bride now.
The Deadpool 2 movie?
I was joking. There's the Deadpool version that came out that had like the Princess Bride style telling of the story.
Okay.
Did you not see that?
I didn't see that, no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but so that speaks to like how
I
big a
wish
fan
Girls
am
of Prince
I?
Goodness game.
Yeah, I mean, how big a fan am I of The Princess Bride? And when I got excited because let's take a look at the game from the aspect of multimorphic. By the way, Jordan, I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
Go for it.
Did you know anything about this?
I did not. So I heard the rumors like everybody else. I saw the pictures and I was like, well, it could be multimorphic. It could be just somebody using the same supplier of parts. Always a possibility. And then there was the whole like third party thing, and that's actually what I was excited for, was to see a third party do it. So I'm kind of bummed it didn't turn out that way.
Yeah, I know. I know.
To be honest,
A little bit. Yeah, I agree.
Because I liked, how Drained is like a third party module, and it'd be cool to see more of that.
Yeah.
But it's fine, and I selfishly wanted that because I would want Multimorphic to do a different title than Princess Bride for me to want it. Because I'm like, Princess Bride, like I said, I like the movie, but I'm not like Die Hard. Whereas I had a conspiracy theory where I thought they were going to be putting out Spaceballs the same time as this. And I can tell you the reason why if you want me to go into that.
Oh my God, Spaceballs would hit amazing.
So both movies came out the same year, right? 1987. The project code name was Nitrogen. So I was thinking about air, right? Nitrogen is an air. And so so that was kind of the Spaceballs thing with that. And then there was a joke in the Discord about Steven Silver finding a bunch of tiny top hats on Temu or whatever. And I was like, oh, tiny top hats like the Chestburster wears in that scene in Spaceballs. I'm like, I can see your cleverly disguised hints. But it wasn't Spaceballs.
Oh man.
But then, yeah, randomly, like I know Jerry reached out to me and he's like, hey, do you know 100% what our theme is? And I was just like, all I've heard is Princess Bride, but like, I don't know if that's true. So no, I don't know 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Was
they're
anybody
very tight-lipped on that kind of stuff.
I bet. I mean, they're not a huge company, so I guess
It's
they
not
could.
even that. I just know that the team at Multimorphic is definitely the kind that, want to surprise people and not like try and put things out there kind of like Stern does.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the poll ended and it said 21% said I did pre-order, 36% said I didn't, and 43%. So most people just, why'd you give a maybe option? That just destroyed
I mean, it
the
really
whole
is yes or no. It's a 50-50.
I will do better next time. All right. George says all the peeps with P3s so nonplussed with the theme. Is sad day in Whoville.
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 Did you ever see How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Yeah, Whoville. I get it. Okay. Well, George, that's okay. All right. Okay, George. I don't know what to do with that. I'm nonplussed on that theme too. Let's take a look. When will Mano tell us? Mano will tell you at the end. Thank you, Astro. Okay, so Jordan, since the theme, okay, so my personal view on the theme, right, is I also watched the movie. I watched this movie on VHS
Okay.
back when I was in my.
Oh, I thought you meant like recently. I was like, well, like dang. So,
Manually. I watched this movie on VHS back in the day, and I really liked it. I do not know that when I got a tour of. I do know that when I got a tour of Multimorphic, Jerry wouldn't tell me anything, but he was really, really excited about their next thing.
oh yeah, that's usually the MO. Is anyone he gives a tour to, like the next big thing's coming, you'll be excited. He's usually not wrong about that. So
He told me that too.
yeah.
He kind of indirectly said that when you, me, and Becca were there. He kind of said, well, you should, something. It wasn't direct, but it was something to the order of like, well, you're going to want to get in quick before our next title.
Yes.
Right. And I think it was when I mentioned, because I was watching them build Final Resistance modules. That's what they were really heavy building. And I was like, oh, something. And he said, well, yeah, you probably want to get in before we announce our next thing. And so I thought that Jerry and those guys were working on a game. And then out of the blue, this other company does Princess Bride. And I'm thinking, oh, we're going to get 2 announcements this year from Multimorphic. We're going to get whatever Multimorphic is working on, and we're going to get Princess Bride. So
it's still in the cards. There still could be a third-party module this year. Who knows?
True.
But I know that's not any kind of a hint. I literally don't know shit. I feel like I've been out of the game so long now. Like y'all have to remember, I don't stream anymore. Like I'm not going to like tournaments or any big things. So,
are you going to TPF?
Yeah, we're going to TPF.
Oh, okay. So I get in makes it sound dirty like an MLM scheme. Yeah, Marty is correct. It is a better. So this is a Rob Reiner movie. It's way better than that Lance Reiner movie that we just watched.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. I missed it.
Oh, you missed it. We watched Spirit of 76. Whoo.
No clue what that's about.
Whoo, boy. But it had a banging soundtrack. I know that much. Every Reiner in the Reiner family was in that movie, Jordan. It like opened with Carl Reiner.
Huh.
It had Rob Reiner starred as somebody. I don't care. And Lance Reiner wrote it.
And every Coppola, so it had Nick Cage. Cage is a Coppola.
All right. Okay. I'll buy it.
Did you not know that?
No, I didn't know that Nick Cage was a Coppola. Did he change his last name?
He's Nicholas Kim Coppola is his full name.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, mind blown. Oh, shoot. No, Lucas. Yes, Lucas. Lucas Reiner. Sorry. I forgot I was saying Lance Reiner. Lucas Reiner. All right. So I liked the movie, but I'm not the kind of person who goes around and quotes movies, for the most part. But I remember liking the movie. So I saw the announcement. Boom, boom, boom. Last night, I fired up Princess Bride, the movie. I sat down. I rarely do this. I sat down in the living room. I said, all right, it was a holiday where everybody was chill. And I fired up Princess. Yes, inconceivable. And I watched it, and I went, wow, this is like a perfect movie. It is really super sweet. It's as a movie.
It's an everything bagel of movies.
That's perfect. It's not offensive. It's just Andre the Giant is sweet. Everything is great. And, everyone loves to quote the, I'm Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Everybody. Six finger people were offensive. Yeah. It doesn't take it too seriously, but it takes itself seriously when it needs to. Yes. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. But not a huge Princess Bride fan. Like I watched it and I was like, okay, that's a thing that happened. I watched it last night. Great. That's a thing that happened. Loved it. Do I want to buy a pinball machine based on it? So then Jordan, I actually did this. I watched the movie and came back and watched this.
Okay.
So here we are.
My people, Princess Buttercup.
If you haven't seen the trailer, we'll go through the whole trailer once.
I'm on the wood squad.
Someone has beaten a giant.
Prepare to die.
Stand your ground!
Only Fezzik is strong enough to go up our way.
I will never doubt again.
True love. Yeah, flashes, it does. Hey, that's not Becca.
Farm boy,
She was not called up for this one.
saddle.
As you wish.
Do you know who that is?
The
I do not.
cliffs of insanity!
He's climbing the rope, and he's gaining on us. He's got very good arms.
You seem a distant fellow. I hate to kill you.
I hate to kill you.
You are wonderful.
This is true love.
What are the three terrors of the forest? Now then.
The castle gate is guarded by 30 men.
Have fun storming the castle.
The Battle of Wits has begun.
Inconceivable!
All right. So,
Join us as we follow the adventures of a farm boy named Manu.
I'll let you speak first, Jordan. What were your initial impressions?
So it's very whimsical, which to me is not, it doesn't translate to an exciting gameplay thing. And that's just me personally. Like I like very high tempo, like
I've seen your lineup.
energetic music type
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, you look at my lineup like Deadpool, Iron Maiden, TNA, like Weird Al, that kind of stuff. Like I like the very high tempo stuff. So like the slow whimsical things. Same thing with Labyrinth, right? Like looks fantastic. Like I played it, plays great. Just like I know long term it would make me go to sleep. Just because of the music and stuff. And I know I can put on headphones and play my own songs, but I never do that. The waterfall, dope as shit. It gives me Pinball Magic vibes, like back when I had that, where it does that little illusion of the floating ball going up the thing, but in this case, it's actually a magnet back there dragging it upwards. So, you know, it's TJ doing his usual TJ engineering magic. Like, the heck? Like, the dude gets to sit there and come up with all these, like, I assume this was all TJ. I'm sure there was probably other mechanical engineers over there that worked on it, so I don't know exactly. I just assume it's TJ.
It is primarily TJ because we're gonna go look at the Pinball News article also.
Mm-hmm. But I like all the full graphics on the ramp. The castle looks neat. Like everything looks good. The art looks good. The playfield digital stuff looks great. It's a step up in my opinion.
It does.
From their previous game. So I'm looking forward to playing it, but I am tapped out of cash, so I have no way to buy this.
Right. Okay, but that's, you know, that it's funny because the that's pinball right now, right? If you don't have the cash, you're not buying anything. And you might also be a little bit. I think people are suffering from a little bit of buyer's fatigue After the whole 2020 pandemic thing, and we all went crazy and thought, well, we're never going to leave the house again, so we all need to buy all the pinball machines and we need to do the thing. And every manufacturer caught up to us around 2022. And Stern was like, here are all my games, and JJP was, here are all our games, and and American, and everybody just said, here's all our games.
Which I think is why we saw this approach to how they did this, right? I think Jerry wanted to put it out in front of people to be like, this is coming out, this is a title that's going to happen. You may not know who's making it, but you can set aside your money and save for it in case you do want it, regardless of who manufactures it.
Did you read the article on Pinball News?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's exactly kind of the thing. I just want to check through chat for a second. So is Fred Savage in this? Like, yeah, I think, yeah, they have shots of Fred Savage in here. I think. I don't see how they could. I don't see how they could get around that. It's a huge part of the story. Interesting how they have clips on the playfield. That's
cool too. I like that.
I expected that. I mean, this is kind of the first time Multimorphic has done a movie license. When they did Weird Al, they did have some components of the actual video. I think Mission Statement.
Yes, Mission Statement is the actual music video.
Yeah. So you can come over anytime, Jordan. Yeah, because I guess Pirate Phones Ninjas. The Cliffs of Insanity look a little...
He has my old heist.
Slow. That's right. He's got the heist. Single play. I have no cash. Fake it till you make it. Yeah, a lot of people I see who started streaming pinball were there because of the pandemic. Pandemic? I love it. So explain for us laymen why the dollar signs on a P3... Okay. You want to handle that one, Jordan?
What the dollar is on a P3 versus a... Oh, you mean like the cost differences?
What do you mean, donut?
So
kind of more specific.
I think what you mean is like why the high price tag for like the all-in bundle type thing, how it's like $12,000 or $13,000. So their platform. So think of it like a console, right? When you think of something like a PlayStation, and then there's PlayStation games, right, which are separate. So that's how you have to consider this platform, because it is essentially a pinball console that you are loading different games, cartridges into. So the console itself is $8,500. So that's the cabinet without a module. And then each module, depending on which one you get, is anywhere from, what is it now, $2,500 to like this one, $3,750. Yeah. So for a single machine, yes, it's very expensive. However, once you start getting more modules, that's where it becomes sort of a cost balance, where basically I think owning 2 modules puts you at the equivalent of owning 2 premium Sterns, right? But then from there,
I never did the math there.
You're getting a new game for every $3,500, $4,000, and that's not including the smaller bite-sized games that you can play on different modules that are like a couple $100.
That's why they say 21 games available.
Yeah.
But they're only showing, because there are, like Jordan said, there are modules on each.
So storing a module, I've got 2 modules and boxes underneath my Weird Al behind me. That's one way you can store it. So I have 3 modules total. 1's in the machine, 2 are under it. Easy peasy. There are people making aftermarket module shelves. So it's sort of like an IKEA shelf-like structure. So you can store things. Like they're obviously not a small footprint. They're, I don't know, what, 2 feet by 2 feet or something.
Something like that. The top third of a pinball machine.
Yeah. Basically, if you take half the space, half the dead space underneath one pinball machine, that's basically how big it is in a box. So you can store them in the garage, attic, whatever. That's really all you can do. But it's great if you only have room for one machine and you want to play a lot of different stuff. Or you're like me, where you go through every machine you can, and it's just part of the collection.
I've never seen Canoe Lagoon. Den of Pin, yeah, you could skip that one.
Yeah, Canoe Lagoon is, yeah, that's like a kid game.
Yeah, it's an expensive kid game. Where is it? They barely show it here. They do show it though, don't they? Yeah, there it is.
Secondhand market on modules is going to be very dependent on where you are located and how many other how many other owners are around you. If you're not planning to ship, if you're planning to ship, it shouldn't be too terrible. I know that no one's making money from selling their modules, as far as like versus buying them new, kind of a thing. It's not like, a couple of years ago where you could buy something new in box and sell it for more.
Yeah, I think sorry, let me rewind that sentence. I think, the more common pinball machines like the Stearns and even the, those guys are either people are kind of breaking even now or taking a dip a little bit in their games. It depends on the game. I'm not talking about Medieval Madness from Bally. Bally Williams. I'm talking about newer games, right? So because you're going to see a lot of games going up on sale nowadays, and I think for the whole, pinball machines are maintaining that value. But like I said, there's this buyer's fatigue right now that's going on right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think I forgot what I priced my heist module at for Pirate Bones Ninja. I know it was at least 20% off or something.
Yeah.
That's about what I would expect for something used like that. 20 to 25% off, I think, is reasonable.
What's interesting though is that, like, to sell a P3 module, you're in a smaller category now than you would to be selling a pinball machine. Because to sell a P3 module, you have to sell a module to somebody who already owns a P3. I got my P3 for a huge discount because the gentleman who bought it also had a lot of games. So this is a guy who has a ton of games, like at home, right? Super rich dude. Bought the LE Weird Al for his kids. He said his kids didn't really play it that much. And there were a couple of issues with the P3 that we could talk about a little bit. But there were a couple of issues with mine that I'm still going through. It's solid now, so no, I'm not having any trouble with it. But he sold it at, I think he took $1,500 off the price that he paid for it, Jordan. So that he offered it to me.
It's not bad.
Yeah, and so I got a limited edition Weird Al for less. Let's just say for less than he paid. Let's see, side-by-side comparison of a V-Pen and P3 doesn't seem to have an upside given that.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a. All right. I want people to understand what I mean when I say this. I'm not saying anything bad about V-Pen. I love my V-Pen. I'm never leaving it. If I have to sell anything, it's going to be the P3. It's not going to be this. That being said, I'm not sure about the direct comparison of V-Pen to a P3.
Nah, I wouldn't do it. That's just like comparing a V-Pen to any other pinball machine.
Yeah, I think, so I watched a YouTuber today talk about how the P3 is a kind of a hybrid between virtual pinball and physical pinball. And I kind of went, yeah, sure, but it's still a physical pinball machine. Just because the glass actually knows where the ball is, as opposed to a physical pinball machine that doesn't make it a virtual, but it's virtual in the sense that it can sense the ball and it can bring up virtual targets. But realistically, it's still a physical pinball machine.
Yeah, I mean, Stern could do something very similar. They could set up the same kind of infrared bank, not have an LCD on the bottom, and just have light up inserts that can go on and off based on if you roll over them. Like it's different concept.
Yeah, it's a different concept. And think about it. I gotta tell you guys, I have not touched anything on this game hardware-wise in 10 years. Outside of upgrades, right? My RGB lock bar button that Terry talked about. Or outside of upgrades, nothing breaks because it's
Didn't I give
mostly
you
a
better
computer.
contactors?
You did. You get, and I updated a couple of the contactors, but it's not going to break, really. Your pinball machine will break.
Yes.
And not just a P3. Your pinball machine will break because there's a steel ball or multiple steel balls running around trying to make your life a living hell.
It's tough because I feel like these explanations come around every time a new P3 game comes out, and it's just like an ad nauseum circle of it's not virtual. There's differences. It's basically a physical pinball machine just with an LCD.
Yeah. Well, so that's the conversation.
So that's the closest thing people can compare it to is a V-Pin. I get that.
That's a conversation that's going on Pinside right now, right? The conversation always kicks into the, what you could buy for this, what you could buy. It's not a real pinball. It's such a dead. I don't even want to go to Pinside. It's such a dead issue.
And you know what? They're right. It's not real pinball. Nor is Stern. Nor is Spooky. Nor is American. None of those are real pinball. Real pinball is what I have behind me. You can't see it here. That is real pinball. That is a pre-board. It has pins and balls.
Let me zoom you. Where are you? Here you go. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's a real pinball machine.
That's real pinball right there, kids.
Ran over. Oh, now I gotta adjust my camera again.
What's up, Dork Nerd? I had a pre-war for a little while. It was not very exciting.
Yeah, and that's my ticket into TPF.
Tommy, by the way, thank you for letting me watch The Princess Bride, and we watched Wonka. So thank you. The whole family watched Wonka. I love Plex. Okay, so let me give you my spiel on this. Did you speak at all about? Oh, so you're kind of like, well, it looks a little sleepy to me.
Well, no, it sounds sleepy to me. It looks cool. Like it gives me, I like a lot of the greens and the blues, and like it looks pretty. And the castle is standout. I like that. Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked at it hard enough to really like think, oh, I'm not gonna like this or I'm not gonna like that. I just know that they're always gonna bring something cool mechanically that nobody's done. So I mean, I have that expectation of them at this point to know that they're gonna do something cool. Are they delivering?
Is there a ROUS on the playfield that I don't know, but they I'm sure they put those in the rodents of unusual size. Let me look real quick. Somebody said something.
Somebody put a comment on like Pinball Enthusiasts or something saying like, yeah, but does like Andre the Giant eat the ball? Or like they basically kind of cascaded into this statement of, I just want an Andre the Giant pin. And my response was, get this module and make it yourself because you can.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like the more modules you have, the more chances you'll line up with a playfield that you like, that works.
They give you a development kit to make your own game on their modules. Like, Stern doesn't do that. All these other companies don't do that.
Somebody mentioned something about the flippers.
There's 4 of them.
There are 4 of them.
Oh, somebody mentioned about the rails. So the sword rails might get in the way of the flippers. And I had an opinion about that. On like the LE.
I'll show you those. Cabinet. So this is the LE.
So this is my thoughts on this, right? I think it's actually better to have those on here, and here's why. That 3-button platform sticks out about, I don't know, what would you say, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch?
Yeah.
So it sticks out 3/4 of an inch, let's say, right? So between the side armor and down to that platform where the buttons are, there's a gap. There's an empty gap. And so they're filling it with his hand. And so that essentially rounds it out. So you'll have a better feel on your hand wrapping around the sides with that handle there. It'll basically be the equivalent as if you're playing like a wide body. And even still, it's, I think, less width than a wide body.
Yeah, there's another shot of it.
So ergonomically, I think it'll probably feel better. I'll, find out once I play one, but that's what I'm guessing.
Aren't those button areas
Yes,
there?
you can swap those out.
Yeah, you can swap those out.
Nobody's
I actually
made
took a
nobody's made
yeah.
anything different yet.
I actually took a really good look. I had my P3 in the service position 2. I graduated to service position 2, which sounds like a good thing, but it's not.
There's supposed to be like a secret service position, and I forgot what it was. It was like something where you can like take the back end and lift it up, and like you put like a bar across or something that you
Oh
can rest
God,
on. I forget.
I don't want to know.
There's something.
But I got a good look at those flippers. Yeah, and they're just leaf switches inside of a little hub. Let's see. So here's the comment someone said about flippers. It was.
Oh yeah, that's pretty new. The external USB port.
Talking about the flippers. Okay, so the flippers. Okay, Den of Pin said the flippers are still a drawback for me on P3. Total resistance felt better, but still off. Interesting, Den of Pin, because they are exactly the same flippers on every module. They are literally 4 flippers that are exactly the same. Now, here's something I do know, or that I'm guessing, that if you're they made an update to the flippers at some point. Oh yeah.
The fuck.
Yeah. What happened?
No, I'm saying the upgrade is called the fuck. FUK, flipper upgrade kit. That's
and I lost my camera for a second when you swore. Stop swearing.
It's a huge joke in Discord to be like, oh, have you fucked your machine yet? Like,
yeah. I didn't know that. The flipper upgrade
hi, YouTube.
kit.
I don't know.
The flipper upgrade kit. Yeah, this is going on YouTube, so shut it.
Bleep me out.
Jordan, no fucks or vucks. None of those. So Borg brings up exactly what I was going to mention. It depends. So if your P3 is earlier, then it's using software end of switch mode in the flippers. If you notice, I think the upper flippers are still in software end of switch mode. The lower flippers are in hardware and EOS mode now, which I'm not going to get into the details. Much stronger, much more consistent, much more everything. Much more everything. And Multimorphic went and redesigned those EOS, it's like saying ATM machine, EOS switches.
Whatever.
They redesigned them so that they are like bulletproof. So anyway, let's get back to this real quick. So some of the features that I like, and here's what I like about this, right? I've always had issues, and I understand now why I've had issues. I learned a lot this weekend, Jordan. Over the holiday weekend, I had a bunch of issues with my P3 that I had to fix or update. Either fix or update. And when I actually sat down with this machine and looked at it, it is, once again, I think it's the most pinball porn, engineering porn you've ever seen. It's not hard, it's pretty simple, and I learned a hell of a lot. Is that ramp? So Borg, look at that. The ball comes out of that. That's how you launch the ball into play. And think of it. This is the same. Oh, this is so good. I need to do this. Wait. Let's go here. Let's go here. This is thanks to Tommy. Where's the scene in the movie? I gotta find the scene in the movie. It's right in the beginning.
Showing the movie. Oh man, TOS.
I know. Why am I showing the movie? How dare me show a movie at Mystery Pinball Theater? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look.
I'm looking.
Check it. She walks out right there. Right? Look at what they did, you guys. When you launch the ball. I could drop the mic right there. Why does my camera keep going out?
Wait, does it stop there, or you just paused it there?
I paused it there, but there is a. You can see there's a post that it'll lock behind.
Oh, at the door. Okay,
Yeah.
but not down the walkway where she's
The
stuck.
ball is. Yeah. Well, you would think the ball is a prince. I don't think the ball is a princess, but they just made this. They just made it so wonderful. Also, I think Jordan, if you're, I don't know if you're aware, the princess ball. I don't know if you're aware, but sometimes people have issues with VUK7 firing, which is the other side of the pinball machine. It's the right side. And I noticed that they have the ball firing under the playfield in Weird Al and in this out the left side.
Yep.
Now, hey, Joe Hills, what's up, buddy? Now, I don't want to get into it too much, but I think they were like, since people have such issues with the right side firing, let's just fire the ball out of the left side, which is a good idea. Here's your have fun storming the castle. Here's your, what was his name? Magical.
Billy
Guys,
Crystal's character?
Billy Crystal's character was Miracle Max.
Miracle Max.
Thank you, Miracle Max. So Miracle Max and his lovely wife live in here. Your typical stand-up targets. The assets on the screen are amazing. Just so good. Like,
oh, that's cool. I
have a
didn't
nice-
notice the spinner until now, how it goes from white to black.
Yeah. That's a tough shot for me. That right orbit looks like it's just as tough as it always was. You're fired, Manu. The swords. Sorry, let me say it like maybe George would say it like this. The swords, they're okay.
S words. They're S words, Manu.
The S words.
I'll take
The
S words
swords are
for
okay.
500, Alex. That's swords.
I love this though. See, there's the post. There's the post stopping the ball. Now, let's talk about
The money shot.
the cliffs of insanity. This looks like they took the final resistance.
No, I'm telling you, pinball magic. This is the pinball magic levitating ball trick.
But it's really levitating the ball, Jordan. It's not.
It is
like
really.
pinball
It's
magic,
actually levitating. It's not like pinball magic where it's fake.
The cliffs of insanity. I don't know. Like, I like this. It just seems like. It seems like a trick that. I don't know. It's cool.
It's a trick for oohs and ahs, but we'll
It's a trick
get.
for oohs and ahs.
It'll get slow after the honeymoon phase wears off.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can see that.
Moves per shot made. Yeah. I don't know. All I see is it's just magnetizing my balls, and I'm like, oh, god damn it.
Yeah, this just means I can't play with power balls.
Exactly. Oh, you put a power ball in there and you're screwed.
Yeah, gotta buy 16 power balls, I guess.
Let's see. But, and you notice now that they have front art.
Yes.
What? And they didn't have front art on the other games. I guess now you can put front art on your game now.
Yeah, and I think they said in the Pinball News article they're going to go back and provide some front art for other games.
All right, I'm not in that audience. I'm actually stripping.
I am for Weird Al.
You are? Oh, okay. I'm actually stripping my Weird Al down to a mystery pinball theater design that's going to exist for everything. So, Way Out West. Yes, this is for P3. Yeah. J Rocket. My only critique about this video is that, except for a single shot at the very end, they don't show the upper right flipper being used. This is a 4-flipper game. Well, Weird Al, they never really showcased the upper flippers. You got to watch a stream. They're trying to do a lot in 2 minutes.
This Saturday? This Saturday. is the
Buffalo?
stream. Yep.
Yeah, Kevin over at Buffalo is going to stream this game this Saturday.
He'll be
on
out here in
Twitch.
Austin.
So you guys should is it on Buffalo or is it on Multimorphic? It's on Buffalo.
It'll be on Buffalo. Typically every time there's a release, they fly him out, and then he streams from a mobile rig.
Okay. Yeah, so check that out. I'm definitely going to be watching that.
All I'm going to
So
try
what
to
else?
do is join him for the inevitable burger at a place called Casino El Camino downtown.
Oh, that's good. You're not going to be on the stream though?
No.
Okay.
I'm not part
But
of Buffalo Pinball. Why would I be on the stream?
No, you're not on any of my stream. I know you're not, but you know those guys. The middle shot, I like the middle shot. I love this diverter. I like a shot that you can consistently hit. See how the rail looks like it diverts or it breaks off? So when the ball feeds up to the top, VIP. When the ball feeds.
VIP. It's not orange.
I like the fact also that they have a, so if you noticed here, kids, you have the option of using a multi-ball.
Well, did you also not see that was a left-hand specific mode?
Yes. So that is the thing. So you can use a multi-ball. So the white button and the red button now are the buttons you have to use. Notice how she puts her hand behind her back. And then you have to, I guess you have to get through the first part of this mode with just your hand. There you go. Check that out. I think this is cool.
Oh, I didn't notice that before. Okay, that's really cool.
That's pretty sick. That's TJ, I bet, all day.
That's something that can be so like easily implemented, I'm sure, but is very effective. That looks cool. I like that.
Well, that's what he's all about. Like he's about simplicity and
I did not see that before.
I know it just goes by so fast. Look, the reason you didn't see it is because if I play it in real time,
because I didn't play frame by frame like
bloop.
You did.
Look, see it's gone. It's gone, and now you're like, and now you're staring at the woman who you're like, no one ever flips like that. So anyway, not to overanalyze it, but one thing I do know is a couple of things. When I talked to TJ one time on a Zoom call, I was lifting. I think it was Weird Al or Heist. One of them was. It was Heist. Heist is pretty heavy, or Weird Al is heavier. I can't remember.
I believe Heist is heavier than Weird Al.
Yes, it was Heist. And I said, how much does this weigh? And he said something like 45 pounds or whatever. And he goes, and if I have anything to do with it, they're never going to weigh that much ever again. Like he was like adamant about not keeping the weight down. I own two modules. I own Heist and I own Weird Al. The amount of engineering upgrades that I see in Weird Al versus Heist is insane.
Oh, yeah.
Weird Al works so much better. And you might have, like, I actually have a busted servo on the back diverter. Like, my servo on the back wall, this doesn't work anymore. But they're going to be sending me a new one, so I'll just put it back in. So right now I have Heist in
cutting out, by the way.
I know, I don't know why. Why, camera, why are you doing that? Camera.
Pinbot, fix camera. I mean, so when you think about it, the more they sell, the more, money they'll have to reinvest into their R&D and being able to pump out the cooler shit. So it's one of those things where it's like, this is why I think other owners want more buy-in from people and like to understand it better, is because it ultimately benefits all of us exponentially, the more that sell and the more that these are out there. So I think that's sometimes why you get some of these owners kind of being a little diehard about it.
Borg, get in touch with me, please. Borg, I'm going to hit you up with Discord, all right? But yes, to Jordan's point, exactly. And I'm not here to sell you guys a P3. I like doing these reveals. especially from a company that I actually really want to support.
Use code MPT3K at checkout on multimorphic.com.
So to answer the question, Jordan, do you think Manu put a deposit on this thing?
No, because you already gave away the answer.
I didn't?
Yeah, when you asked when they went on sale. You thought it was yesterday. Tells me everything I need to know.
You know what I just did? I went to look for the piece of paper that I wrote